at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Hey, look at this Packers defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass? Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 21 10.
Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua to throw again. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look at repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. You look at this Packers defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Solo left Zion.
Two are going to throw. Two are hit, and the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we smash. Red. 10 black. Blue. Gold. White. Hey. Green. Blue. Yellow.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing, Love. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Packers in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready. Set.
Love looking to throw it. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This is Fant on the short completion. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. A give, running right, Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a...
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less.
Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Black Ultra, black. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Here we go, set. Green jack, 60 red, grill green. Blue striker. Ready?
Here's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 and real quick.
Let's go now. Push. Nike, push.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set. 10 black.
Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready, set.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 6 yards away. And the Packers have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
This is Fant on the short completion. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Dolphins.
Looking to pass. Tua. Going right back to Fant. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And it coughed it up. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run Achane. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Oh, this is blocked. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw now, here's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
He'll try and do this himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
Okay, right.
And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Ready, set. Field, black. Here we go, set. Slide blue. Blue, 32.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. And the ball is out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's second and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now. Open man, he's got Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Tua here, and the ball is out. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 41, Dolphins 20. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel.
7 on 3, 7 on 3, kick. All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Achane here. And a loose football. And he gets it down to the 32.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's got room to roam. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready. Watch it, Oscar. 21G, 21G.
Tua going to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. That's taken in by Golden. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Got an open man is Washington. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 8.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go to the bigger guy to try and use size. You got to go to the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
48-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell.
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Okay, right.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Josh Jacobs from 17 yards out. And the Packers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. First and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
10 black.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Lloyd. And he stopped immediately Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
And they take a knee.
Get up! 70 Lions! Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Red! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Let go!
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was